the night that shook the world.
Long live Downton Abbey.
Amen to that.
Hello and welcome, Downton Abbey fans. I am your host, Taya Miller, and tonight we will be testing your Downton Abbey movie trivia knowledge as we celebrate Downton Abbey, the grand finale, now on digital and arriving on Blu-ray and DVD on November 11th. If you don't know me, I create a type of content that I like to call nerdy lifestyle, where I blend pop culture, cosplay, and everyday life. It's so great to meet you. Tonight's Downton Abbey Trivia Master will walk away with a Fandango at-home promo code worth $300, with second place receiving a $100 promo code, and the third through fifth places receiving a $50 promo code. Also, throughout the night, we will be selecting random winners who will win a Fandango at-home promo code for a digital copy of Downton Abbey, the grand finale, as well as a Downton Abbey popcorn bucket. So, make sure you stick around for the whole event. To play tonight's trivia, all you have to do is scan the QR code with your phone and follow the sign-up instructions. There are limited seats, so please make sure you sign up now. You don't want to miss your chance to be one of tonight's lucky winners. Anyone, anywhere can participate, but prizing is only open to US residents. Thank you for joining us, whether you're watching us on the Focus Features YouTube channel or the Downton Abbey Facebook page. We have such a special night prepared for all of you, and I, for one, I'm very excited to let you know that we have special cast appearances from Hugh Bonneville, Leech, Joanne Froggatt, and more, as well as my favorite thing ever, behind-the-scenes footage from the making of Downton Abbey, the grand finale. So, ready to compete for the grand prize and maybe even become one of our lucky random winners tonight? Make sure you scan that QR code to join in on the fun, because this is your last chance. All right. Teacups down, eyes up here. The trivia starts now with our very first question. Get those fingers ready. Question 1. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what suggestion from Mary upsets her father, Lord Grantham? A. Sell the Dowager House. B. Sell 1,000 acres of the estate. C. Sell the Grantham House. Or D. Sell tickets to the public to tour Downton. This is our first question, and I have total belief that you all will be off to a great start. We have 8 seconds left on the clock. Select one of those answers, A, B, C, or D. And the correct answer is C, sell the Grantham House. Wow, a lot of you knew that. Okay, I know we started off with an easy one, but hey, you have to start somewhere. Trust me, the questions will be much more difficult as we go on. Be ready. Here to introduce our second trivia question of the night, the brilliant Lord Grantham himself, Hugh Bonneville.
Who do Lord and Lady Grantham and Lady Mary hide from at the Petersfield's ball in Downton Abbey, the grand finale?
A. The King and Queen of England. B. The Prince and Princess Arthur of Connaught. C. The Duke and Duchess of York. Or D. The Marquess and Marchioness of Granby.
All right, question 2. Who do Lord and Lady Grantham and Lady Mary hide from at the Petersfield Ball in Downton Abbey, the finale? A. The King and Queen of England. B. The Prince and Princess Arthur of Connaught. C. The Duke and Duchess of York. Or D. Marquess and Marchioness of Granby. All right, guys, we got 10 seconds left on the clock. Make those choices, A, B, C, or D. Who do they hide from at the Petersfield Ball? And the correct answer is B, the Prince and Princess of Connaught. I guess when it comes to Lord and Lady Grantham and Lady Mary, they simply cannot be seen by the Prince and Princess. See what I did there? The pun. Okay. Moving on to question 3, we have everyone's favorite estate manager, Tom Branson, played by the always amazing Leech.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Tom offer Lord Grantham?
A.
the money from the sale of his business. B, his services as the agent. C, a valuable family heirloom. D, a partnership in a new venture.
All right, question 3 from Alan. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Tom offer Lord Grantham? A, the money from the sale of his business. B, his services as the agent. C, a valuable family heirloom. Or D, a partnership in a new venture. What does Tom offer Lord Grantham? Got 10 seconds left on the clock. Put in those answers. Get as many points as you can. 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer is A, the money from the sale of his business. That was 78%. That's a lot. A lot of you got that one. We're going to have to start making them harder. Moving on to question 4 already. In Downton Abbey, the movie, what does footman Andy Parker sabotage? A, the boiler. B, the stove. C, the soup. Or D, the car. For once, Thomas wasn't the only one causing trouble downstairs that day. Got 4 answers on the board. 25% chance. I believe in you guys. Is it A, the boiler, B, the stove, C, the soup, or D, the car? And the correct answer is A, the boiler. The things we do for love. Am I right? Hopping back to the cooler method of delivery, here's the Downton cast for question 5. We have Elsie Hughes, played by the lovely Phyllis Logan.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Mrs. Hughes say to Mr. Carson about Andy?
A, he's not ready for this responsibility. B, let him do his job. C, he'll do well with your guidance. Or D, he's learning quickly.
As Phyllis asked, question number 5. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Mrs. Hughes say to Mr. Carson about Andy? We have A, he's not ready for this responsibility. B, let him do his job. C, he'll do well with your guidance. Or D, he's learning quickly. I absolutely love the dynamic between Mrs. Hughes and Mr. Carson. Whatever trope that is, sign me up. Every time. All right, we have 4 seconds left on the clock. Put in those answers because I'm about to tell you the right one. And the answer is B, let him do his job. Looks like we have a lot of very knowledgeable Downton Abbey fans in here tonight. All right, guys, on to question 6. In a conversation with Jack Barber, how does Lady Mary contrast her late husband, Matthew Crawley, with her current husband, Henry Talbot, in Downton Abbey, A New Era? A, Matthew was a pragmatist, while Harry is a dreamer. B, Matthew was grounded in reality, while Henry is head in the clouds. C, Matthew was a dreamer, while Henry is a pragmatist. Or D, Matthew was a serious man, and Henry is fun-loving. 5 seconds left on the clock. Pick one, get some points. We're here to win. All right, and the answer is C. Matthew was a dreamer while Henry is a pragmatist. All right, good news. It's time for our first random giveaway of the night. This random winner will receive a Fandango at-home promo code for a digital copy of Downton Abbey, the grand finale, as well as a special Downton Abbey popcorn bucket. So, without further ado, who is our first lucky winner of the night? Congrats to Lady Miller on being our first random winner of the night. There is so much more trivia to be had and prizes to be won. So let's move on to question 7. To help us with this next question, we have the wonderful Joanne Froggatt.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, who does Anna tell about Noel Coward's visit to Downton in order to spur attendance at a dinner party?
Is it A, she tells Lady Osborne's maid? B, she tells Mr. Molesley? C, she tells Lady Merton's maid? Or D, she tells Mr. Bakewell?
All right, one more time. Question 7. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, who does Anna tell about Noel Coward's visit to Downton in order to spur attendance at a dinner party? A, she tells Lady Osborne's maid. B, she tells Mr. Molesley. C, she tells Lady Merton's maid. Or D, she tells Mr. Bakewell. Got 12 seconds left on the clock. Who does Anna tell about Noel Coward's visit to Downton in order to spur attendance at a dinner party? And the answer is A, she tells Lady Osborne's maid. Honestly, if Noel Coward was coming to my dinner party, I'd be telling everyone too. If you've ever had the pleasure of seeing one of his plays, you'd understand. There's a lot to love there for fans of Downton Abbey. All right, let's move on to question 8. In Downton Abbey, A New Era, Barrow is initially the butler, who arrives at Downton and offers him a job that prompts him to resign. A, Jack Barber. B, Andy Parker. C, Mr. Carson. Or D, Guy Dexter. Read it one more time. We have some time left on the clock, so make those choices. In Downton Abbey, A New Era, Barrow is initially the butler who arrives at Downton and offers him a job that prompts him to resign. Put those answers in. And the correct answer is D, Guy Dexter. Wow, 85%. You guys really got that one. Running away with a dashing movie star? Sign me up, again. Next up, we have question 9. In Downton Abbey, the movie, who does Mrs. Patmore know not to trust with a secret? A, Daisy. B, Mr. Molesley. C, Mr. Bakewell. Or D, Mr. Barrow. One of these names is very good at gossip. Go ahead and put those answers in. Take your best educated guess. I feel like could use our context clues here, you know? Who does Mrs. Patmore not know or know not to trust with a secret? And the correct answer is C, Mr. Bakewell. Oh, that was a tough one. Okay. Wow. Congrats to those who did get it. Moving on, we have the marvelous Sophie McShera here to give you question 10.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Daisy exclaim to Mrs. Hughes after Lady Merton asks her to join the county show committee?
A, that's a right pickle. B, not in a month of Sundays. C, she's a peach for asking. Or D, I hope it's not in vain.
All right, question 10. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Daisy exclaim to Mrs. Hughes after Lady Merton asks her to join the country show committee? A, that's a right pickle. B, not in a month of Sundays. C, she's a peach for asking. Or D, I hope it's not in vain. I also would like to give a quick shout out to Justin Spearman. I see you in the chat. I just want to say thank you for joining. You know, honestly, all these answers are wonderful and so very Daisy. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. Put those answers in. All right, guys, the correct answer is B, not in a month of Sundays. Up next, we have Mr. Molesley himself, the great Kevin Doyle, with question 11.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what real-life play does Lady Mary and Mr. Molesley inspire Noel Coward to write?
A, Bittersweet. B, Private Lives. C, Cavalcade. D, Waiting in the Wings.
All right, you heard Kevin. Question 11. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what real-life play does Lady Mary and Mr. Molesley inspire Noel Coward to write? A, Bittersweet. B, Private Lives. C, Cavalcade. Or D, Waiting in the Wings. I'm going to give you guys those options one more time. We have A, Bittersweet. B, Private Lives. C, Cavalcade. Or D, Waiting in the Wings. All right, and the correct answer is B, Private Lives. It's always so fun and creative seeing the characters of Downton Abbey mingling with the real people of the era. That's honestly one of my favorite, if not my favorite parts of the show. All right, on to question 12. What task does Mr. Bates assist with during the royal visit in Downton Abbey, the movie? A, constructing the dais for the parade. B, helping Anna sabotage the royal staff's plans to take over. C, escorting the king. Or D, preparing the royal carriage. I'm going to read that question one more time. Question 12. What task does Mr. Bates assist with during the royal visit in Downton Abbey, the movie? We have A, constructing the dais for the parade. B, helping Anna sabotage the royal staff's plans to take over. C, escorting the king. Or D, preparing the royal carriage. Just going to wait a few seconds so that we get the correct question on the board. I want to make sure you guys have a chance to get the answers right. Excuse the technical difficulties. All right. And the correct answer is B, helping Anna sabotage the royal staff's plans to take over. This is how you know it's live, guys. All right. I don't know about all of you, but I think it's time for another random giveaway. Let's see. Drum roll, please. Our second lucky winner of the night is Grateful Mama. Congratulations to Grateful Mama for winning. And for everyone else, stay tuned for more random giveaways throughout the night. All right, guys, let's check. Please stand by. Once again, this is how you know it's live. I'm currently, it's easy being on this side of it, honestly, because I get all the answers, and I read them and I'm like, oh, I would totally get this right. But I'm sure it's much more difficult from your end. I don't know if you guys have if you guys have seen Downton Abbey, the grand finale, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about it. I watched it a few weeks ago, and I definitely cried, for sure. Then again, I cry at everything, so I take that with a grain of salt. But definitely for the emotional girlies out there, I see you and I feel you. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, chat. I appreciate all of the support. This didn't happen in rehearsal. I wasn't ready for this one. But you know what? We're making it through. We're gonna get through this together. How's everyone? How's your night? How you doing? Okay, cool. Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate it a lot. This reminds me of when I used to, I live streamed pretty much every day, 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, it's been a minute. So this is, we're back in it, and you can definitely tell I've been out of practice. So thank you for bearing with me.
What was your favorite costume? Lean into your cosplay. Talk about the costumes or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the costumes, guys, for Downton Abbey, the grand finale, gorgeous, gorgeous. And in the behind, oh my gosh. Okay, wait, wait. This is a perfect time for me to talk about this. Okay, in the behind the scenes footage, you actually get to see the costume designer talk about how she made the costumes and why she made certain choices with them, which I don't want to like spoil too much because you should watch it. But no, it's really like, as somebody who my entire life, especially right now, revolves around making costumes. And so like seeing somebody do it professionally at her caliber is just like so, it's inspiring, and it also like gives me like encouragement to keep doing it, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's really cool. I always love the behind the scenes footage of all of the making of movies. I think it's fascinating. And honestly, like the coolest, it's the coolest part in my opinion. Like the movie's cool, you know, but the behind the scenes, I'm like, give me all of the little details of all the little things that happen. Yeah, that's my jam right there. You guys like my shirt? Oh my God, thank you. I've had this in my closet for like too long, and I've never used it until now. This is the perfect excuse to wear it. So the skirt is about 2 sizes too small, so she's hanging on by a belt, but we made it work. We found a nice little Downton Abbey inspired fit for the night. So I'd be curious to know if anybody, because I know some people are here from me, and obviously like my big thing is like costumes and cosplay. I'm curious if anybody's cosplayed or dressed up as a character from Downton Abbey at any point. Cause like that's cool. I want to know about that. You should tell me about it. Yeah.
If you had venom powers, would you crush thievery, evil criminals, or would you forgive them?
If I had venom powers, would I crush criminals or forgive them? Oh, I don't know. It's a tough question. I think I'm a lover girl, you know? I'd forgive them for sure. Guys, we're back. Oh my gosh. Okay, everybody get your phones, get your things. We're putting in answers. Okay, question 12. What task does Mr. Bates assist with during the royal visit in Downton Abbey, the movie? A, constructing the dais for the parade. B, helping Anna sabotage the royal staff's plans to take over. C, escorting the king. Or D, preparing the royal carriage. If anybody remembers the correct answer. Congrats. Okay. And the correct answer is B, helping Anna sabotage the royal staff's plans to take over. 83%. Good job, guys. Okay, and we yep, already did the random giveaway, so we will go past that. On to back to Hugh with question 13.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what is Lord Grantham describing when he says, a sort of layer cake of strangers?
A, staying in a hotel. B, taking a bunk in a sleeper train car. C, working in an office building. Or D, living in a flat.
All right, question 13. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what is Lord Grantham describing when he says, a sort of layer cake of strangers? A, staying in a hotel. B, taking a bunk in a sleeper train car. C, working in an office building. Or D, living in a flat. One more time, what is Lord Grantham describing when he says, a sort of layer cake of strangers? We have 5 seconds left on the clock. Get those answers in for those points. And the correct answer is D, living in a flat. Wow, a lot of you got that one right too. All right, next up, we are going to go back to Alan Leech with question 14.
What key information does Tom uncover at the racetrack in Downton Abbey, the grand finale?
A, the race is fixed. B, Mr. Sandbrook is a con man. C, there's a plot against the royals. D, Lord Hexam has gambling debts.
All right, Alan with question 14. What key information does Tom uncover at the racetrack in Downton Abbey, the grand finale? A, the race is fixed. B, Mr. Sambrook is a con man. C, there's a plot against the royals. Or D, Lord Hexam has gambling debts. One more time. What key information does Tom uncover at the racetrack in Downton Abbey, the grand finale? A, the race is fixed. B, Mr. Sambrook is a con man. C, there's a plot against the royals. Or D, Lord Hexam has gambling debts. Is it A, B, C, or D? We've got a few seconds left. Put those answers in. And the correct answer is B, Mr. Sambrook is a con man. Already, guys, we're almost at the halfway point. Got here so fast. Let's check back in with Phyllis Logan for question 15.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Mrs. Hughes tell Mrs. Patmore when she asks for advice on properly living with Mr. Mason?
A, it's terrific fun. B, it's an adjustment. C, it's very rewarding. Or D, it's delightful.
All right, repeating Phyllis for question 15. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, what does Mrs. Hughes tell Mrs. Patmore when she asks for advice on properly living with Mr. Mason? A, it's terrific fun. B, it's an adjustment. C, it's very rewarding. Or D, it's delightful. What does Mrs. Hughes tell Mrs. Patmore when she asks for advice on properly living with Mr. Mason? Got A, B, C, or D. 8 seconds left on the clock. Get those answers in there. Get as many points as you can. We're here to win, folks. Here to win. All right, and the correct answer is A. It is terrific fun. Very cheeky, Mrs. Hughes. Also want to give a shout out to the chat really quick for toughing it out with me and supporting me through that little hiccup we had. I'm very grateful and I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, I hope you're winning. All right, here we go. Question 16 is up next. We are halfway, so get your game faces on. Question 16. What does Lady Mary ask Mr. Carson to do for the royal visit in Downton Abbey, the movie? A, train the footman. B, return to service as a butler. C, organize the wine cellar. Or D, plan the dinner party for the king and queen. What does Lady Mary ask Mr. Carson to do for the royal visit in Downton Abbey, the movie? 7 seconds left on the clock. Get those answers in. 3, 2, 1. All right, and the correct answer is B, return to service as a butler. And what a brilliant return it was. All right, is everyone ready for the next question? Let's move on to question 17 as we go back to Joanne Froggatt.
What favour does Anna ask of Lady Mary in Downton Abbey, the grand finale?
A, allow the servants to join the dinner party. B, take her to London to see a specialist. C, be godmother to her unborn child. Or D, borrow a silk jacket for a night at the theatre.
As you guys are thinking, I do want to give a quick shout out to Cindy Chester Miller. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. We see you. Good luck. All right, question 17. What favor does Anna ask of Mary in Downton Abbey at the grand finale? A, allow the servants to join the dinner party. B, take her to London to see a specialist. C, be godmother to her unborn child. Or D, borrow a silk jacket for a night at the theater. What favor does Anna ask of Mary in Downton Abbey at the grand finale? 15 seconds left on the clock. The sooner you answer, the more points you get. So get them in right away if you can. Trust those instincts, guys. Trust them. 3 seconds left till I give you the right answer. And that is C. Oh, wow, 91%. Look at you guys. Wow. All right. C, be godmother to her unborn child. Such a sweet request. I've always loved the relationship between those two. It's very cute. All right, moving on to question 18. In Downton Abbey, A New Era, what request does Lady Edith make to Montmirail during her visit to the French Riviera? A, requests an interview for her magazine, The Sketch. B, for his assistance in expanding her journalism career in France. C, to take a tour of the villa's private quarters. Or D, to publish photos of the villa for an article she is writing. Also, if you guys hear me mispronounce anything, please ignore it. I'm doing my best, I promise. Oh, you all cried at that scene? Oh. All right, and the correct answer is D, to publish photos of the villa for an article she is writing. That was a tougher one. I see the 58% of you that did get it, though. She even used a new form of camera at the time, which let her see the image before it was taken. How far we've come. Speaking of how far we've come, it's about that time for another random giveaway to one of our lucky winners. This time, the lucky winner is Last Lori. Congratulations to Last Lori for winning. All right, let's head to Downton with Mrs. Patmore herself, Leslie Nichol, as she asks us question 19.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, who wins the local hero prize at the fair?
A, Mr. Mason. B, Mrs. Patmore. C, Daisy. Or D, Mr. Carson.
As Leslie said, question 19. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, who wins the local hero prize at the fair? A, Mr. Mason. B, Mrs. Patmore. C, Daisy. Or D, Mr. Carson. Who wins the local hero prize at the fair? Got 15 seconds left on the clock. Put those answers in quicker for more points. Got A, B, C, or D. If you don't know, take an educated guess. Trust your instincts. I believe in you. 2 seconds left. And the correct answer is A, Mr. Mason. Okay, here to bring you question 20. Let's go back to the stunning Sophie McShera.
Which couple does Daisy conspire to bring together in Downton Abbey: A New Era?
A, Mr. Barrow and Mr. Barber. B, Baxter and Molesley. C, Mr. Dexter and Miss Dalgleish. Or D, Mr. Mason and Mrs. Patmore.
Question 20. Which couple does Daisy conspire to bring together in Downton Abbey: A New Era? A, Mr. Barrow and Mr. Barber. B, Baxter and Molesley. C, Mr. Dexter and Miss Dalgleish. Or D, Mr. Mason and Mrs. Patmore. These questions really sound so much more beautiful and eloquent when it's coming out of their mouths with the accent, you know? All right, 5 seconds left on the clock. 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer is D, Mr. Mason and Mrs. Patmore. Downton Abbey: A New Era was full of so many new romantic subplots, and they were all so perfect. For our next question, let's tune into Kevin Doyle once more as he asks us question 21.
Why does Mr. Molesley resume his duties as a footman in Downton Abbey, the grand finale?
A, he wants to meet famous playwright Noel Coward. B, he's fallen on hard times and needs the job. C, Mr. Carson requests him to do so as a favour. Or D, he wants to serve the King and Queen.
You heard Kevin. Question 21. Why does Mr. Molesley resume his duties as a footman in Downton Abbey, the grand finale? A, he wants to meet famous playwright Noel Coward. B, he's fallen on hard times and needs the job. C, Mr. Carson requests him to do so as a favor. Or D, he wants to serve the king and queen. Got 10 seconds left. Get those answers in there. Why does he resume his duties as a footman? 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer is A, he wants to meet the famous playwright Noel Coward. A little extra trivia for everyone, because I love talking about these things. Noel Coward was also an accomplished screenwriter throughout his career and even worked with the legendary director David Lean on a number of films. So cool. Okay, question 22 coming in hot. In Downton Abbey, the movie, what mishap involving Lady Edith's wardrobe occurs before the royal ball? A, her tiara is stolen. B, her shoes get stained by one of the servants. C, the wrong ball gown is delivered. Or D, her necklace breaks during dinner. The correct answer, it's happened to me before and it's a nightmare. So I can confirm it's terrifying. What mishap involving Lady Edith's wardrobe occurs before the royal ball? All right, and the correct answer is C, the wrong ball gown is delivered. Now, let's head back to Hugh Bonneville with question 23.
When was Grantham House bought by the Crawley family?
A, 1760, B, 1854, C, 1725, or D, 1843.
Question 23. When was the Grantham House bought by the Crawley family? A, 1760, B, 1854, C, 1725, or D, 1843? As someone who isn't great with dates, I see you, I feel you, and I am with you in this moment. Take your best educated guess. I believe in you. We have 15 seconds left on the clock. The sooner you get those answers in, the more points you get. Adds a little more pressure to it, doesn't it? 5 seconds left on the clock. Select your best choice. And the correct answer is A, 1760. That was a hard one. Congrats to those who did get it. You know what? I've noticed a lack of Dowager Countess-centric questions in tonight's trivia. So let's fix that. Here is question 24. What does Violet Crawley say while watching the actors film a scene during the movie production at Downton in Downton Abbey, A New Era? A, is this what the modern world has come to? B, I was told cinema is the future. How unfortunate for the future. C, I'd rather earn a living down in the mines. Or D, I asked what the film was about. They said emotion. I said, how ghastly. 5 seconds left on the clock. Select your best choice. And the correct answer is C, I'd rather earn a living down in the mines. We have some super fans in here. Look at you guys. You gotta love a good Violet quote. There's so many to choose from. Okay, good news. It's that time again. Time to give away another prize to a random lucky winner. Let's see who it is this time. Bibble! Congrats to Bibble on winning, on being our lucky random winner. All right, continuing on to question 25, let's check back in with Alan Leech. Alan?
In Downton Abbey, A New Era, what does Tom's daughter Sibby inherit?
A, Grantham House. B, a grand estate in Scotland. C, a luxurious apartment in London. D, a villa in the south of France.
All right, question 25. In Downton Abbey, A New Era, what does Tom's daughter Sibby inherit? A, Grantham House. B, a grand estate in Scotland. C, a luxurious apartment in London. Or D, a villa in the south of France. Got 13 seconds left on the clock. What does Tom's daughter inherit? A, B, C, or D? 5 seconds left. Put those answers in. And the correct answer is D, a villa in the south of France. And what a beautiful villa it is. All right, here to help us with the next question is Joanne Froggatt with question 26.
How does Anna's job change at the end of Downton Abbey, the grand finale?
A, she becomes Lady Hexam's lady's maid. B, she becomes Lady Grantham's lady's maid. C, she becomes Lady Merton's lady's maid. Or D, she leaves to raise her children.
All right, repeating Joanne, question 26. How does Anna's job change at the end of Downton Abbey, the grand finale? A, she becomes Lady Hexam's lady's maid. B, she becomes Lady Grantham's lady's maid. C, she becomes Lady Merton's lady's maid. Or D, she leaves to raise her children. Something tells me she becomes somebody's maid. All right, guys. 5 seconds left on the clock. Put those best guesses in. get some points. And the correct answer is B. She becomes Lady Grantham's lady's maid. Next up, let's check back in with Leslie Nichol for question 27.
In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, why does Daisy present a cake to Mrs. Patmore?
A, to celebrate her marriage to Mr. Mason. B, to celebrate her birthday. C, to celebrate her retirement. Or D, to thank her for cooking for her wedding.
All right, question 27. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, why does Daisy present a cake to Mrs. Patmore? A, to celebrate her marriage to Mr. Mason. B, to celebrate her birthday. C, to celebrate her retirement. D, to thank her for cooking for her wedding. 12 seconds left on the clock. Get those answers in. Also, to George in the comments, I see you. I have plenty of water on this beautiful little stool sitting right next to me, taking sips as we speak. All right, the correct answer is C, to celebrate her retirement. Okay, are we ready for another amusing question pertaining to the Dowager Countess? Question 28. In Downton Abbey, the movie, when the Dowager Countess Violet and Isabel discuss the Bagshaw inheritance dispute, Isabel comments that Violet still astonishes her. What is Violet's retort? A, astonishment is the only currency left. B, I'm glad I'm a revelation and not a disappointment. C, I have always aimed to keep you on your toes. Or D, one should never lose their element of surprise. 10 seconds left. We got a wordy question in here, but I believe in you. I believe that you will get this right. Got 3 seconds left. 2, 1. And the correct answer is B, I'm glad I'm a revelation and not a disappointment. I think I can speak for all of us in saying we miss the late, great Dame Maggie Smith. For question 29, let's check back in with Phyllis Logan. Phyllis.
My character, Mrs. Hughes, is Mr. Carson's wife. But what Downton actress is Jim Carter's real-life wife?
A, Elizabeth Montgomery. B, Leslie Nichol. C, Imelda Staunton. Or D, Penelope Wilton.
Question 29. Phyllis's character, Mrs. Hughes, is Mr. Carson's wife, but what Downton actress is Jim Carter's real-life wife? A, Elizabeth Montgomery. B, Leslie Nichol. C, Imelda Staunton. Or D, Penelope Wilton. We're trying to guess Jim Carter's real-life wife. Got 12 seconds left on the clock. Put in those best guesses. Get all the points. We're nearing the end of our trivia questions, you know? Gotta step up the game. I believe in you guys. All right, and the correct, oh wow, a lot of you got it. Okay, the correct answer is C, Imelda Staunton. She and her husband met while performing a revival of the play Guys and Dolls in 1982. I love a meet cute. On to question 30. Let's hear once again from Kevin Doyle.
In Downton Abbey, A New Era, what event gives Mr. Molesley the opportunity to write dialogue for the movie being filmed at Downton?
A, the original screenwriter falls ill and cannot complete the script. B, the director overhears Molesley quoting Shakespeare and is impressed. C, Lady Mary recommends Molesley after reading one of his short stories. D, the silent film becomes a talkie and needs additional dialogue.
All right, question 30. In Downton Abbey, A New Era, what event gives Mr. Molesley the opportunity to write dialogue for the movie being filmed at Downton? A, the original screenwriter falls ill and cannot complete the script. B, the director overhears Molesley quoting Shakespeare and is impressed. C, Lady Mary recommends Molesley after reading one of his short stories. Or D, the silent film becomes a talkie and needs additional dialogue. Got 5 seconds left on the clock. I want to give a quick shout out to Cassidy Humbertston. You are doing so good. Keep it up. All right, guys, the correct answer is D. The silent film becomes a talkie and needs additional dialogue. All right, guys, we are headed into the home stretch. There are just a few more questions remaining, but before we move on, we have, you guessed it, one more lucky winner to pull. Our last lucky winner of the night is Steve. Congratulations to Steve for being our final random winner of the night. Okay, kicking off to the final questions. Buckle up, buckle in. I believe in you. Let's go back to Sophie McShera with question 31.
In Downton Abbey the movie, how does Daisy's initiative directly contribute to the success of the royal dinner at Downton?
A. She persuades Mr. Wilson to allow the Downton staff to serve the King and Queen. B. She facilitates the order and delivery of all of the food, ensuring the kitchen is fully stocked. C. She secretly rewrites the menu to reflect traditional Yorkshire cuisine. Or D. She coordinates a last-minute kitchen staff swap with the royal household.
All right, repeating Sophie. In Downton Abbey, the movie, how does Daisy's initiative directly contribute to the success of the royal dinner at Downton? A. She persuades Mr. Wilson to allow the Downton staff to serve the King and Queen. B. She facilitates the order and delivery of all of the food, ensuring the kitchen is fully stocked. C. She secretly rewrites the menu to reflect traditional Yorkshire cuisine. Or D. She coordinates a last-minute kitchen staff swap with the royal household. I did that in rehearsal too, and here we are. All right, the correct answer is B. She facilitates the order and delivery of all of the food, ensuring the kitchen is fully stocked. We can't be perfect, guys. All right, this next question is a unique one, as we have a special behind-the-scenes clip to show you first. So pay attention, okay? Listen, pay attention to all of it, all right? Here it is.
The horses require a lot of time on camera, so there are a lot of cameras. There's like 11 cameras that they're using. And for us, it's a really exciting day because it's more about the event around us, which is really nice because we get to just have fun.
The sound of the hooves, the speed of the horses, the crowds, the hundreds and hundreds of extras is unlike anything.
Ascot was really fun. There were incredible set dressing and horses racing for us, so it was very exciting.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Yorkshire County Show 1930.
The county show, which we shot on the Yorkshire County Show ground outside Harrogate. That was, again, a few days of quite big sort of fairground activity and who's got the biggest bull and all that sort of stuff.
We could have, I guess, done it in a field with some marquees, but one of the first questions I asked Gareth, I said, is this the village show or is this the county show? He said, yes, the Great Yorkshire Show.
All right, guys, question 32. I hope you were paying attention. How many cameras does Michelle Dockery believe are used to film the horses during the race scenes? A, 16, B, 8, C, 5, or D, 11? Again, people with the number issues, I see you and I feel you. Run it back in your head. I know it's in there. You know it's in there. You just heard it. Trust your instincts. Got 5 seconds left. If you haven't answered, click 1. You got a 25% chance. All right. And the correct answer is D, 11 cameras. Okay, look at you guys, 62%. You were listening. All right. It is my favorite thing going behind the scenes with the cast. So I feel like I need to remind you, you can watch more of this bonus feature content when you buy a copy of Downton Abbey, the grand finale. Okay. The moment's come. We are finally at our last trivia question of the night, our very own grand finale, if you will. Get those fingers ready, as it's still anyone's game to win. Here comes question 33. In Downton Abbey, the grand finale, who is Cora referring to when she says, it's like putting a drunk in charge of a bar? A, Tom Branson's brother. B, her brother Harold. C, Henry Talbot. Or D, Noel Coward. Got 22 seconds left on the clock. No pressure, but all the pressure. This is our final question. Get all the points that you can. 12 seconds left. Who is Cora referring to when she says it's like putting a drunk in charge of a bar? 3, 2, put in those answers. 1. The correct answer is B, her brother Harold. Look at you guys. You're killing it. Okay, that's it for our Downton Abbey the Grand Finale Trivia Night. We hope you had as much of a blast playing tonight as we had putting this evening together for all of you fans. But after 33 questions, there can only be one first place winner. As our team tallies up the scores and gets ready for the big reveal, let's take a look at why we are all here this very evening as we celebrate the digital release of Downton Abbey the Grand Finale.
Experience the magic of Downton Abbey, the grand finale.
Watch at home now. The future of Downton Abbey is now in Mary's hands.
You will be a sensation.
You look back and think about all the changes you've witnessed.
It's amazing the journey that everyone has been on.
I love these characters that we've lived with for so long. We've inherited a bond you really can't fake.
I like the sound of that.
A situation has arisen.
It was in the evening news.
Don't you see what this means for Downton?
This really is the night that shook the world.
Long live Downton Abbey.
Amen to that.
I cannot believe that after 6 seasons and 3 films that we are finally here at the grand finale. It's surreal. It looks like our team still needs a little more time tallying up the scores, so here is a look at a bonus feature from the film available when you buy the movie.
Roll sound, please. Roll sound. Action.
For this movie, we have a new landscape that the characters will play in. Horse racing at Royal Ascot, the county show up in Yorkshire. But also enjoying the West End of London and all that has to offer, because it's something we hadn't really done in big scale before.
What a lovely night.
The London season's always good fun.
The principal adventure for the Crawleys this time was to go to London for the society season.
Late May to early July of every year, all of the aristocratic families, wherever their estates were up and down the country, they would all come to London. The season was a hugely important social event.
These families had their London base for the London season. They'd had it for 1 or 2 centuries, and they were centres of tremendous entertainment.
It's party, party, party. Society, lunch parties, the Debs Ball, all these things where the socialites get together and celebrate the new youngsters coming into society. And it's a big part of the social calendar.
I don't mind admitting it. After tonight, I'll be ready to go back to Downton. The London season's endless. I'm worn out.
I could watch these clips all day. Okay, now is the time you have all been waiting for. Team, let's see who our big winner of the night is. In first place, we have Shay. Congratulations to our first place winner. You have won a Fandango at home promo code worth $300. Up next, we have our runner-up. Please show us our second place winner. In second place, we have Marilee. Congratulations to Marilee. You have won a Fandango at home promo code worth $100. And finally, we have our third, fourth, and fifth place winners, who will all be going home with a Fandango at home promo code worth $50. Let's see who it is. In third place, we have Cherie. In fourth place, we have Katie. And in fifth place, we have Zeus. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight. Our team here will be in touch with all of tonight's winners to let you know how you can redeem your prizes. And that's a wrap for our special Downton Abbey the Grand Finale Trivia Night. Thank you so much to all of you that played and watched along and gave me support. And a huge thank you to the special guests that appeared to help us celebrate this momentous occasion. Another reminder that you can get your very own copy of Downton Abbey, the grand finale, on digital right now, as well as owning the Blu-ray and DVD when it hits store shelves on November 11th. I have been your host, Taya Miller. Thank you for a wonderful night of Downton trivia. It has been so much fun. Wishing you all a lovely evening and a good cup of tea.
It's hard to accept that it's time to go.
Their final chapter,
The future of Downton is now in Mary's hands.
has begun.
The situation has arisen.
It was in the evening news.
See how it all ends.
Don't you see what this means for Downton?
Experience the grandest event of the year at home now.
I like the sound of that. You will be a sensation.
Downton Abbey, the grand finale. Watch it home now.